Now, an Air India flight from Varanasi to Delhi had apparently developed a hydraulic failure, caught fire during a landing at the Delhi airport yesterday evening. Now, sources told NDTV that after touchdown, minor flames were seen on the left side of the undercarriage of the plane. All 153 people on board were safe, though many suffered minor injuries. But now, author William Dalrymple has spoken to NDTV. He was on board that flight, and he says that the flight was almost cancelled earlier. In fact, it was cancelled, but then they were told that it had been fixed and asked to board again. And how a co-passenger and engineer said he was nervous throughout the flight as he knew there was a problem.
The hydraulic system was faulty when they took off. The passengers were actually unloaded at Khajuraho, where the plane began, and we were told the flight was cancelled. Then, just as we were all beginning to make alternative arrangements, suddenly at the last minute, literally as I was leaving the terminal building, they said they'd mended the fault and put us back on. Now, I met an engineer after the whole thing had happened while we were waiting for our bags back in Delhi. He was a fireman with Air India who was on the flight with his son. And he said that he was incredibly nervous the whole flight, that he didn't believe that they'd sorted the problem, and that the entire flight he was saying the Bhagwan mantra. So when the plane began juddering on the way into Delhi, he was extremely anxious. And the minute we touched down, it was actually quite a smooth landing. The tannoy went on announcing "Mayday, Mayday! Evacuate passengers! Evacuate passengers!" And initially, we tried to take off, and on the runway, the pilot cancelled the takeoff and put us back. They tried to mend the fault, then they deplaned us. So they were aware there was a major fault.